Around 20 years ago, people around the world started displaying a range of special powers and abilities. With each year, the number of these cases increased. The governments of the world needed a way to organize and regulate these people. My name is Angus, and I work for the Superhuman Action Response Team. With my partner Sal, I help document these powered individuals and their exploits. Because heroes don't do paperwork. Hello, super citizens, and welcome to Heroes Don't Do Paperwork, the only podcast about events both big and small in Super City, the world's first superpowered city. I'm your host, Angus, and this is my partner, Sal. Welcome to the show. Sal, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good, Angus. You're getting good at that intro. It's really starting to.
Thank you. I've been practicing it.
It shows. It shows.
I say it in the mirror. The mirror that I'm going to not have if I don't find a new place to live. So yeah, I practice. I get up and I part of my morning routine is I look myself in the eye and I say the opening to the podcast, because I guess it's really the only thing I've got going on in my life right now.
Oh my.
Huh. No, it's good. I mean, I like the podcast. The podcast is a good service for the public. It's how I help. So hey, no qualms about that, you know?
Yeah, it's alarming to me that the only good thing going in your life is a podcast that you run out of a basement in a bureaucracy agency.
Yeah. No, and I didn't say it was the only good thing. I think I said it was the only thing in my because like last week, I think I mentioned last week that I am being evicted, and I need to find a new place to live. So yeah, but thankfully, you remember last week, our last episode, we had Jen Marriott on, the real estate agent.
Yes,
I held on to her
real
business
real
card.
estate.
Super real real estate. So yeah, so I held on to the armful of business cards she gave us, and I've been using those to call her and get a lead on a couple places.
Anything promising so
yeah,
far?
Yeah. Okay, so I don't. Some of the districts I've been looking at, clearly not for me. Obviously, not a big fan of the horse district.
Can't see how
she
you
also
would
tried
be.
to give me. I think she even mentioned. Yeah, exactly right. Like, I'm not a big horse guy, and weirdly enough, all the people there are like really into horses. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like, weirdly so. Like, every person there, every non-horse person there is like wearing one of those shirts with like a horse jumping over a fence on. It's weird.
Whenever
It's
they're
weird
running, they always seem to do a bit of a gallop or a canter.
Right? They trot. Everyone trots everywhere. Yeah, it's a lot, and there's a lot of like role playing and stuff like that. I'm not a big fan. So I was moving away from that. I looked at the fairy tale district a bit, but it's just so expensive, and there's always like a hidden price. There's always like a hidden price, you know, like, oh, if I accepted this house in this giant mushroom, you know, rent's really cheap, but
you owe them your first.
If I live in there too long, exactly. Firstborn. Sometimes one of the places I looked at was like it was this cursed little bungalow, and they said the only downside was every morning when you look at yourself in the mirror, actually, all your hair falls out and your fingernails fall out, and then you look down at the sink and there's nothing. But so it's kind of like a poltergeisty, like scary jump scare type thing. But that happens every time you look in any of the mirrors in the house. So, you know, I didn't really want that. It's also, it was a bit out of my price range, admittedly. So I'm still looking. I mean, I guess if there are any listeners out there who need a roommate, I don't take up that much space and I don't have a power. So you don't have to worry about me, you know, like super strengthening a fridge door broken, you know?
Wow. You're really frazzled.
Sal, how have you been? Yeah, it's been a rough week. Sal, what have you been up to, though?
Well, I've still been going to yoga.
Okay.
And
you seem loose. You seem looser today.
Yeah, I guess I'm starting to sort of soak in their teachings, their mantras. But if I'm being honest with you, Angus, I'm not jiving too well with this new guy that started going there.
Oh, one of the students? This is one of your classmates?
Yeah. He's an old rival of mine from back when I was in the academy.
Oh, the Bureaucrat Academy?
The Bureaucrat Academy. Yeah, his name's Ignatius Spitwillow. A real piece of work.
Sorry. That can't be a real name. Ignatius Spitwillow?
That's the one.
this guy? What is it about this guy that like rustles your feathers? Ruffles your? I don't.
Ever since our days in the academy, anytime I'm trying out any new activity, any new club, that guy eventually finds his way in there and he wins everyone over with his fun little tricks and his cool power that gets all the attention. And then he starts turning people on me. Oh, your
Oh
phone that
wow.
disappeared? It must have got caught in Sal's gravitational orbit. You know that guy can't control it. You just. Ah,
Wow. Sal, this guy sounds like a real dick.
he is.
Pardon the language. What was his power though? He's got a cool power. I love this kind of stuff.
He does have a cool
Don't
power.
tease me like that. What is it? What is it?
He's able to eat any ingredients he wants, and then he can regurgitate a completed meal.
Oh God, that's really cool. I'm sorry, Sal. That's a really cool power.
He's already suckered you in, and
Okay, no, Sal. This guy will never turn me against you. I would never. It is a very cool power, but I mean, how practical is that, right? Like, I wouldn't want to eat any food that comes out of his mouth. That's gross.
that's what
No matter how
everyone
good it
says
looks.
initially until you see the food. Angus, I cannot stand the guy. The food's delicious.
So you've had some.
Of course, I've had some. It's amazing food. He can produce
Wow.
any meal from his tummy, assuming he's eaten the correct ingredients.
Now, so if he eats the ingredients for, like, let's say, like a soup,
Mm-hmm.
but it's also the same ingredients that you could, I guess, have in like a stew. Does he control that, or is it a crapshoot? Like, what? Like, how does that
I
work?
don't know. I don't really talk to the guy.
Fair enough. But I think if you just be yourself, man, and those people will come to you, man. You got that gravitational pull. The people will want to be around you. You were there first. I'm sure he won't turn everyone against you. That seems like the thing he does the most. But I'm sure it won't happen again. Surely.
One can only hope. But you know what? I'm
Well,
done
I hope.
dwelling. I'm done dwelling on the negative aspects of my life. One of the things yoga's tried to teach me is I've got to learn to let go and to be more flexible. So, in the spirit of that, I'm going to let go of these negative feelings about Ignatius. And
Yep.
what's on the itinerary for today?
I'm glad you asked. We actually have a guest here with us today. Everyone. I don't. I'm still. This is the part I'm really bad at, Sal. Introducing the guest. I don't really know how to do it that well.
3 people
Big
would count as
round
that,
of applause. 3 people. Well, there's 2 of. Okay. Please welcome to the show, Captain Canada.
Thank you, Angus. Pleasure to be here on this great podcast. Sal, nice to meet you. Put her there. Oh, it's quite a grip you got.
Thank you. That's so polite.
Yep,
no problem. Very polite. I've always wanted to shake your hand, Sal. That's the name of a true character. You know, someone who exhibits true character-like qualities. And what did you say your name was, sir?
My name?
Yeah.
My name is Angus. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Angus, eh?
Yeah.
It's a big stretch.
How do you? Okay. How do you mean, sir?
I don't mean anything by it. I just, I'm a judge. I'm a good judge of character. Goddamn character. Okay.
Well, I didn't when I was looking through the itinerary for today, I didn't really see a good reason as to why you were here. I just saw your name. Well, I'm assuming your hero name. We're gonna have to talk about that. Why are you here today?
Well, I decided to drop by the office, not to see the beautiful vistas, but I have an announcement about my career.
Oh.
Okay.
And I know that this is the show that heroes don't do paperwork.
Yeah, that's the name of the show.
Yep.
But I'm here to do some paperwork because I, Captain Canada, would like to fill out an N65 retirement form.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
that's big.
Hey, wow.
That's huge.
Is that a big one, Sal?
Shock and awe.
Wow.
Now, sorry, Captain. Should I call you Captain, Mr. Canada?
Captain Can.
Captain Can. This is embarrassing. I'm kind of an expert when it comes to superheroes, especially the ones living in Super City. I've never heard of you.
What's this now?
I've never heard of
I'm
you.
Captain Goddamn Canada. I fight crime from the briny shores of South Kitsilano to the rocky peaks of Thunder fucking Bay.
Okay, so
I'm gonna have to come to Angus's side on this one. I've never heard of you.
You've never fucking heard of me?
No. So and I hate to do this to you, especially on air. I don't want people to think this is like a gotcha type show. But Captain Can.
I'm not that formal, son. You'll look me in the eyes and you'll give me a good salute when you speak to me, and you'll refer to me as Captain.
Well, so here's the thing. Because of the heavy legal minefield surrounding hero work, we would never certify a hero with the name of a nationality in their name, because as you know, Super City is just an island out here. There's no nationality. Everyone gives up their nationality when they come here. You're a citizen of the city. So I don't think they would have ever signed off on officially calling you Captain Canada. You know, like I assume it is spelled like the country.
Yeah, it's spelled like the country.
And that's not your real name.
No, I have a different name.
Okay.
Look, what's the issue here? What's the issue here? I said I'm retired anyway. You don't have to deal with me. I guess you never heard of me. Big fucking blow to my ego.
Captain.
My goddamn ego. Yes?
Captain, the issue is when we're filling out the N65, we do have to put your hero name on it so that we can be sure to retire it into the Hall of Heroes. But if there is such a clear affiliation with a foreign country in your name, there's no way the form will be processed. We need to get that reconciled.
Well, you're really putting my dick in the handbasket here, guys. I gotta say.
He's really flip-flopping on the whole formal, polite thing. 1 second it's got to be Captain, but the next second he's.
I think he's agitated. Okay, sir, Captain Canada, Captain Can. However you want. I feel like I didn't get a firm answer on how you want to be addressed.
It's almost as if I don't know what exactly I want you to call me.
Okay, fair enough. How about we start there? What do you want to be called? Can I learn your real name? That would certainly help things go a lot smoother.
Mm-hmm.
My real name?
Yes, your real name.
You guys want to know my real name for the first time? Well, I guess I'm retired, right? It doesn't really matter anymore. Not protecting anything.
Technically, you're not retired yet, but if that's your goal,
I'm retiring.
Yeah.
Let's see what my name is. My name is.
He's looking around the room. Sir,
Yellow.
He's looking around.
Bowl.
Yellow bowl.
Yellow bowl. Bread knife.
Yellow bowl bread knife. Okay.
Isn't that one of the territories in Canada?
I'll beg of you not to speak of my home and native land that way.
Okay. I'm sorry. We got off on the wrong foot.
I believe so.
Okay. So while you're bringing up if we have any records on this guy, Yellow Bowl bread knife. If you go ahead and look that up, I'll ask you one of the classic questions that we have here on Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. Why don't you tell me a bit about like your power? Like let's relate a bit. You know, let's figure out what kind of guy you are.
As I said before, I trounce around my great, expansive land, fighting petty criminals and organized criminals and the like, using my power of I give them like a poutine and I say, get out of here, you freaks, you freaks.
I'm sorry, Captain, but this just sounds so flimsy.
I'm a
Almost like
legitimate superhero. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know any other way to say it. I'm a legitimate goddamn superhero, and I'll be treated as such.
Captain Can, I'm looking through the database. No one in here by the name of Yellow Bowl Bread Knife or by Captain Canada, but maybe you could give me an exploit or two. Maybe I'll be able to find it through a keyword search.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. So, like, have you thwarted any evil plots, or do you have any villains that you normally?
He said exploit, and a superhero never gives up his concubines. I would never do such a thing, Sal. And I regret shaking your hand earlier. To be honest, if I'd have known, you would have tried to get info on some of my conquests.
No. So
that was back in my younger days.
Like a language barrier. Okay, well, what about villains? You know what villains are, right?
Yeah, I might have heard of one or two.
Okay, all right.
This guy. Look at over here. Look at this guy. Look at his hair.
Stop poking.
Look at him. Look. Come here. You want to tickle?
Stop.
I'll tickle you.
No.
Come here.
No, I don't. I'm
going to tickle you.
Stop it.
All right. You go ahead. Get out of here. See? I just gave him a poutine. That guy was committing a crime. A crime of slander against me. Captain Canada.
Okay, I'm gonna put this down. Although it does look delicious, I'm gonna put this down right here on the table. Okay. Look, man. I'm gonna level with you here. If you can't prove to us that you've done any kind of heroing, I don't know how we're gonna get you that superhero pension, man.
Look, I'm not gonna need the pension. Okay, I have a backup plan, and that's why I'm retiring in the first place. Thanks for asking.
No, but. Isn't that what you get when you retire? You get a pension.
Yeah, with an N65, you also get entered into the Hall of Heroes.
Yeah, which and that's very prestigious, Sal. Like, what comes along with being entered in the Hall of Heroes?
Well, you get to be in the parade every year. That's a big part of it.
You
get the pension.
Big, yeah.
Pension.
Pension, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so when he says pension, you're fine.
Okay,
and
pension, sure.
Of course, you do get your face engraved into Mount Hero.
Okay, yes, I forgot about that. They're still doing that.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, at this point,
it's getting a bit redundant. I mean, there's the last time I checked, there was like 30 faces on that thing.
Yeah, it's getting pretty crowded. They're gonna have to go into the mountain next.
It looks like the poster of all the Marvel heroes just smooshed together, and you can't even tell which one's which. All the ones on the front are there.
Captain Canada,
but the ones in the back.
If you don't want us bringing up your exploits, we're going to have to ask you to not mention the superhero strip bar Marvel heroes. It's just not appropriate for the show.
Thank you. Yeah. I want to help you out. You seem like a really nice guy, but as far as I'm aware, and Sal, correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like you're a guy that just walked in off the street.
With a bunch of poutine.
And with a bunch of poutine. Your pockets are overflowing with bowls of poutine, and you have just made up this story that you're a hero. Like, we don't have any proof that you did any of these things. You couldn't tell us one villain you fought. You couldn't tell us. I bet you couldn't tell. Are you represented by anyone? Do you have insurance? Do you work for an agency? Or
I'm retiring because I'm starting a music career. If you must know. Okay,
that's not even close to what I was asking you, but I am intrigued.
Look, you nailed me hard enough. Okay, I'll reveal it. I'm starting a business in the music career as a singer.
Okay,
my debut album's coming out.
What is your debut album called?
We Rock on Guard for Thee.
Oh God. Okay.
It sounds like a good set of songs. Can you name us some of your hits?
Well, I'd like to sing one if I could, actually. This is a song that's written about some of the great cities that you can find in the nation that I protect and serve. Canada.
No, once again, that's... Okay, wait.
Hey, folks. Captain Canada here. On my debut album, We Rock on Guard for Thee. Ottawa! Burnaby, Richmond, Yellowknife, Jasper, Victoria, Pagnertung, Toronto, St. John, Chelsea, Redhead Cove, Drumheller, Shanghai. Thank you.
I don't even know. Okay, no,
I really
no, I'm
like
not
that
great
song.
at geography.
I like the song.
I don't think that last
Thanks,
named
guys.
cities.
Appreciate it. Always nice to meet fans.
It's good.
Okay. I don't even think that last one was in Canada, but so okay, Captain. The main problem here, or Mr. Bread Knife, the main problem here is that superheroing, as we know it, for the last 20 years, has been only sanctioned within the super cities across the world. Working like this in Canada would have been technically illegal. So, like, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're basically coming here and confessing a crime, not giving us any evidence that you're a hero, and singing a song to us. And singing is generous.
On top of that, you seem to have somehow hijacked the podcast and transmitted your own song over it.
Yeah, I don't even know how you edited that in there, but I could hear it. That was amazing.
Well, that's one of my powers. Don't you know? Don't you know?
Okay, because that seems like a real power. I don't know if handing poutine is as much of a power as like.
It's one of my powers. I have this device that I put in my pocket,
yes,
and I'm able to communicate with people with it, watch videos and the like, and as well as store my music on it. And it also has apps that I have really fun games. So that's one of my powers.
So no, it's not. For the listeners, don't be fooled by this. This is not a gadget. This is not like one of Bubo's gadgets. This is a run-of-the-mill smartphone.
A cheap one
with a pretty tasteless. Yeah, it's a pretty cheap looking with a pretty tasteless case on it.
Just because I got a naked lady on it dancing around, doesn't mean you have to call it out for the good folks that listen to this podcast here. Okay.
Hey, I just try to be impartial. I just bring the information.
I'll name a couple of the villains I've struck down and how I struck them down. Okay, is that what you want to prove I'm a goddamn hero? Because I guess this is not good enough.
Yeah.
About 15 minutes ago, that's what we wanted. So yes, thank you.
Okay. Well, of course you've heard of the BC Strangler.
Nope.
No, I've not heard of it. Once again, if they're not here, if they're not villains in Super City, we don't have jurisdiction outside of there.
Well, the BC Strangler was going around and he was
strangling people?
No, he had a thing where he would park in an illegal spot, and then get the police, say, policeman over here. There's a car illegally parked, and then he would move, so he would waste the policeman's time. So I caught that I caught that fucker and I beat him half to death, and now he's rotting in a prison cell.
Okay.
While I appreciate the sensitivity towards the policeman's time, it certainly didn't seem like a crime worthy of rotting in a prison cell. BC Strength, did he do anything else?
That was pretty much it. Well, of course there was the St. John nudist.
Okay. Now, what does the nudist do?
This guy, you won't believe it. Angus, Sal, he was sitting in his apartment alone.
Mm-hmm.
This sick fuck, he was eating spaghetti with some sauce on it, and he bought the sauce on sale, which is illegal where I come from, and I beat him half to death. And now he's rotting in a prison cell, along with a BC Strangler.
Okay, I'm so sorry, Sal. Please, I think I see what's happening here, Captain. This cell that you keep throwing these people in.
Yeah.
Is this like a prison, or is this like a cell that you, I don't know, made on your own property?
It's it's about a 16x9 room, underground. I can't reveal the exact location, as that would be against Canadian laws and rules and regs.
Okay, but it's not Okay, but this is not an actual prison?
Not in a strict sense. More like in a Canada sense.
Angus.
And it's actually famous. It's one of the great landmarks of Canada, and that reminds me of an actual another song from my album, if I may. This is a song that sort of commemorates the landmarks of my great country, Canada.
I don't know if we have time for another song. Okay, there. Okay.
Hey, Captain Canada here, with a couple of beautiful landmarks for you to check out across this great nation. CN Tower, Parliament Hill, Niagara Falls, Smokes Poutine, Canadian Museum for Human Rights, Rideau Canal, Stanley Park, Canada's Wonderland, the Rocky Mountains, Great Wall of China. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, appreciate it.
I swear to you that last one was not in Canada, and I know that. And I wasn't good in geography.
Lead single, actually. Really. Off of the album.
Okay, sorry. Sorry, Captain. Could you excuse me for just 1 second?
Yeah, sure, no problem.
We gotta have a quick aside. So you just I don't know, play with that.
Is this an espresso?
Yeah.
Great.
You're welcome. That's free for anybody.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Hey, Sal.
Yeah.
This guy's clearly not a hero, right?
I've been plugging the descriptions of his actions into a search bar on the internet, and I'm getting some hits about a delinquent / criminal known regionally as the hoser with the dozer and the goon who likes
to spoon. Oh God. Okay, we really need to. I think we need to pass this off to the authorities. At least those people who are quote unquote rotting in a cell somewhere underground.
I honestly think that they're rotting. I think they might be dead.
Yeah, they may be dead. This guy might.
All of these articles are from years ago.
Oh God. Okay. I mean, at least it's good that he's retiring. Maybe if we. Oh, okay, Sal. Maybe if we tell him about the maximum security retirement home up the street. Maybe we could get him to kind of go there and tell them about the stuff he's done. If we sell it.
Yeah. No. I think it's a plan just good enough to work.
Thank you, Sal. Okay, Captain.
Oh, the pod was upside down. How embarrassing. Huh? No.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, hey. Hello, man. There, Angus. Hello there, Sal.
Hey.
Put her there. Hey. Put her there. Let me come here. Here, you want to tickle? I'm going to come tickle you.
No,
I'm going to come tickle. I'm going to tickle you. There we go. All right, get out of here. Here's another poutine.
Do you think pinching is tickling?
Oh, well, let's find out. Let me get you another tickle. Sounds like someone wants another tickle.
Ow. Okay. Oh, stop. Okay, we gotta
continue
the show.
Nails.
They're long. I'm realizing his nails are really long. His hair and beard are very long. It doesn't look like he's bathed in a while. Hey, Captain Canada.
That's me. CC.
We just figured out that we just found your file. Sal here we actually found your file.
Well, it's about time.
And we were able to process the what was it, the N65?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the N65 retirement form. I'm releasing an album instead. I don't know if you heard.
Wait, instead of retiring, you're releasing an album now.
No, don't put words in my mouth. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm retiring to release an album. Okay. We rock on guard for thee.
Rock on guard for thee. Okay. Well, Sal and I, we know the perfect place for you to put on a big concert.
Yep.
Oh, actually. Now we're talking, right, boys. All right, here we go.
Yeah, isn't that right, Sal?
Yeah. If you take this form that I've printed out for you, and I put it in this envelope. No need for you to open it up. You just need to go down the street to the building with 16-foot high walls with barbed wire.
Interesting.
And you just hand this envelope to the gentleman at the front gate. He'll review the document, and then you will have your show that very evening.
No kidding. And this isn't some shinny fucking kickball thing. This is some real deal stuff, eh?
This is a real venue. It seats tens of thousands of people. So
this is more real than any of your heroic exploits.
I'm gonna be like one of my heroes, one of my Canadian heroes, and in fact, that reminds me of a song that I wrote for the album. It actually lets people aware of some Canadian heroes across this great land of ours, Canada.
Okay. If you make it cool.
Hey, Captain Canada here. Y'all fucking ready for this shit? Because celebrities, here we go. William Shatner, Kiefer Sutherland, Seth Rogen, Rachel McAdams, Ryan Reynolds, Hal Johnson, Joanne McLeod, Sandra Oh, Drake, President Xi. Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
Captain, I don't know if you've ever been told this, but your singing method is very unique. It's got like the feeling of someone reading a list off their phone.
That's I've never heard that critique before, but thank you. You know, as an artist, it's always good to get different perspectives on my art.
It's like staccatoed, but also improvised on the spot. It's very compelling.
Oh no, there was much thought put into these.
Okay. Oh God, I don't know.
In fact, there was so much thought. It's not like I just remembered that there was this show, this announcement that I had to make 10 minutes before, and I had to write out the entire bit, and that's why I'm a little bit late today.
All right. Well, Captain, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you, sir. Put her there.
Thank you. That's a really sticky handshake. Must be the cheese curds. This is cheese curds, right?
Yeah, but it's it's cheese curd product.
Okay.
Why phrase it like that?
Because it's mostly glue.
Oh God. Well, we normally end the show with a fun segment, and Sal, you had a segment for today's episode, right?
Yes, I promised my instructor at the yoga class that I'd read some of the other class offerings that they're offering in the community center.
Oh, nice.
So I've got the course catalog here with me, and I figured we could just read off some of the ones that jump out at us.
Yeah, Captain, would you mind helping us read off a few for the listeners?
I wouldn't mind at all. Thank you. Right. I mean, reading stuff off a list isn't really my forte, but I'll try.
This one seems pretty interesting. Breaking out from break-ins, a criminal's guide to rehabilitation.
Code cracking Dominic Sheehan? Who the fuck is that? That was a weird... who has who the fuck is that in a class name? Oh.
Exotic pet management.
Simon Says, and other helpful tips on how to break out of mind control.
If you have 2 cents, we'll make it 3.
Self-defense hula hooping.
Quilting.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
How to tell your kids they're adopted.
A history of the BC Strangler.
Hey.
There's no way. Okay, come on.
No, that's there, guys. That's there. There's a history of the Victoria nudist as well. Look at that. It's almost as if...
oh, interesting.
No, you've misread that. Sorry. It says history of Victorian nudes.
Oh, darn it. Darn it. Oh, but no, look right below that. There is the history of the Victorian nudist as well. Look, guys.
No.
I'm telling you.
No, that's a hero interview with Victoria Nude Fist. So, sorry, man.
All right, well, it looks like I'm not getting anything past you guys, so I might as well make an admission here. As you know, as you might have caught from some of my song lyrics, especially towards the end, that maybe I don't represent Canada.
No.
And I'd actually like to announce that I've been a spy.
Oh my.
Oh no. Okay.
Wait, you would like to announce that you were a spy?
Yeah.
I would like to
That's not normal.
I would like to formally announce that I'm a spy and that I've been putting on this identity and this voice for quite some time now.
All right. Do we have a form for this, Sal? Formally announcing you're a spy?
Once again, we try to stay out of international politics. If he's a spy for one country against another, we really don't care. But please do announce it. It'll make for a good show, I imagine.
Oh my God, absolutely. This is podcast gold.
Well, I'd like to say that you caught me. I'm a spy for the Australian government. So sorry, mate. Sorry to pull one over on you.
What's your real name then?
My name?
Yeah.
You want to know my name?
Yeah.
All right, let me just take a look here.
Okay, he's looking around the room again.
Is soap dispenser.
Okay.
Bread knife.
Bread knife. Wow, really focus. I guess we shouldn't sit the guests facing the kitchenette. Okay, well, I still think. Do you still want a music career? Because that show is
absolutely
about to start.
The album's been recorded and mixed and everything. It should be released in all streaming platforms.
Okay, well, if you go quickly now down the street to the building that Sal directed you to.
My show, of course. I gotta go. Yeah. I gotta get going, guys. I got a gig. I got a fucking gig.
Yes, you do.
Well, it was a pleasure to meet you, and good detective skills, because not a lot of people don't realise that Captain Canada isn't actually real.
Not a lot of people don't realize.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
This is Aussie talk.
Come here. I like you. Give me. Right. Come on. Let me tickle you. Let me tickle you.
All right.
Let me tickle you. Come on. Come here.
All right. Okay.
Get out of here.
All right. Get out of here, you scam.
Bye, guy. Later.
See you, buddy.
He's just trailing poutine behind him.
Yeah, he's leaking gravy everywhere. All right, well, listeners, that's gonna do it for us here at Heroes Don't Do Paperwork. Thank you for coming on that journey with us. And remember, try to do the right thing.
I wish I hadn't eaten so much of the poutine before finding out most of it was glue.
Yeah, it's a lot of glue. We should probably get your stomach pumped again, right?
Probably.
Hey everybody, Angus here. Sal Bedfellow is played by Matthew Wally. Matthew and I are both members of the Dungeons & Dragons inspired improv team, Quest Friends Forever. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Quest Friends Forever. Captain Canada was played by Leslie Cherupi. Leslie asked that we plug the charity ilovefirstpeoples.ca. It's a charity that empowers Indigenous children and youth to succeed through education and gives them the motivation to stay in school. Thanks for listening.